In this video, we shall be solving this problem as it relates the application of dimensional analysis. We know that one of the applications or uses of dimensional analysis, the application is it shows relationship between quantities, physical quantities. And we know that physical quantities are measurable entities in physics. So we want to show in this question that the period of vibration of liquid drop has this dependence that is proportional to the square root of the density reduced to power 3 and surface tension. So we shall be using gamma to denote surface tension. So stay tuned while we solve this problem. So the question says that the period of vibration of a liquid drop depends on the density. So let's use T to denote the period of vibration of the liquid drop. So it depends on the density. We use this symbol to denote density. It depends again on the radius and the surface tension. So we shall use gamma to denote surface tension. So this is the dependence of the period of vibration of liquid drop. So how does it relate? So the method of dimensional analysis will help us solve this. So what we do now is that we remove this proportionality sign and introduce a constant. So if we remove this proportionality sign, we introduce a constant. So and this constant we are introducing is dimensionless. It has no dimension. It's dimensionless. And as it's dimensionless, we are going to neglect it. So what we do now is that we equate the dimension of the left hand side. This is the left hand side, and also we equate the dimension of the left hand side to that of the right hand side. But before that, we are going to label the powers in this. So we say that T equals, this is density, this is radius, and this is surface tension. So of course we want to know the dependence here, the relationship here, okay, with the period. So let's label this A, the powers, B, and this is what, C. We shall see why we did this labeling. So we are going to equate the dimension of the left hand side to that of the right hand side, as we have said earlier. So how do we go about that? So if you watch this, this is a period of vibration of the liquid drop. Basically, the dimensions of mass, length, and time is what we use as the basis for dimensional analysis at this level, at undergraduate level physics. So we shall be making use of the dimension of the mass, dimension of the length, and dimension of the what, time. So if you watch this, you see that we don't have any dimension in mass and length. So we're going to write it this way. We're going to write it m. We don't have dimension in mass. L, we don't have dimension in the length, but we have dimension in the period. This is raised to the power of 1. So this is density. We know that density is mass upon volume. The density is mass upon volume, and the dimension of mass is represented with capital M. Volume is just measurement of 3 lengths, length, breadth, height. So dimensionally length is represented with L. Okay, so this will be M L to the power of minus 3. So coming here, we now have, this is M L to the power of minus 3 raised to the power of A. So let's be consistent in the use of color here. So this is raised to the power of A. Then we have R. R is just measurement of length, the radius. So we have this as L to the power of B. So this is B. Then we have gamma. Gamma is talking about surface tension. And what is surface tension? Surface tension is force per unit length. Surface tension, which we represented with gamma here, is force per unit length. And we know that force is product of mass and acceleration. So this is kilogram meter per second square. So, and length, the unit is meter. So this cancels. We see that the dimension of surface tension will be m c to the power of minus 2. All right. So what we do here, so I'm going to clean here. So we have that this place will be the dimension of surface tension. This will be m c by 2, and do not forget the power, raised to the power of what? C. So what we do next is that we collect like terms. We collect like terms. So this is m to the power of 0, L to the power of 0, C to the power of 1. So this will be m, do not forget the power, m in this case will be m to the power of a, m to the power of a. Then we have L to the power of minus 3a. We are removing these brackets. And after removing brackets, we collect like terms. So this is L to the power of B. Coming to this, we have M to the power of C. Then T to the power of minus 2C. So we have expanded this and it's now having the individual powers. So what we do now is to collect like terms here. You see that we have 2m here, we have 2l here, and 1t. So that's what we're going to do now. So we have that this is m to the power of 0, L to the power of 0, C to the power of 1 equals m. We have A and we have C here. So we have A plus C, law of indices. So L, we have L here, we have L here. So this is L minus 3A. This is minus 3A. Then we have plus, the next power will be B. Look at it. L to the power of B. So B, we are done with L. We are done with L. So we have B here. So let's be consistent with use of color. This is B. L to the power of B. Then we'll come to T. We have only one T here, and it's raised to the power of minus 2C. So have T raised to the power of minus 2 what? C. All right. So we have collected like terms. So what I said earlier is that we equate the dimension of the left-hand side to that of the what? Right-hand side. So what we do next now is, you see, this is MLT and we're having MLT. So we're going to equate the powers as the bases are the same. So we're going to what? Equate the powers. We're going to equate the powers and label it as equation. So this is m to the power of 0 equals m to the power of, so let me be using similar color here. This is a plus c, and we get equation from this. So this is, so we see that the bases are the same. From the law of indices, we equate the powers or the indices. So this will be 0 equals A plus C, and we label this as equation 1. So coming to L, we have L to the power of 0 equals L to the power of minus 3A plus B. So again, we get another equation from here. This is 0 equals minus 3A plus what? B. Okay, so come to T, we have that this is T to the power of 1 equals T minus 2C. So we get another equation here. This will be 1 equals minus 2C. So this is equation 2, and this is what? Equation 3. So we are going to solve this, and we'll now get the values of A, B, and C. So we see quickly from equation 3 that C, equation 3 says that 1 equals minus 2C. This is equation 3. We see quickly that C now equals minus 1 upon 2. That is what we see quickly, because this is T to the power of 1, which is a period, and what we have here from our analysis, then we have here that this is T to the power of minus what? 2C. So we have gotten that C equals minus half. So let's look at equation 1, because since we have gotten C, we can quickly get A. So equation 1 says 0 equals A plus C. If we make A subject of the formula, you see that it will be negative what? C. And we have gotten C to be negative half. So we have negative half. And what we have here is half. So A is half. So A is half. So we write here again that A is half. So if A is half, let us look at equation 2. Equation 2 says that 0 equals minus 3A plus B. In this case, we look for B. So making B subject of the formula, this will be this crossing, this will be 3A. And we have gotten A already to be half. So this is 3 upon 2. So B will now be 3 upon 2. So we are going to now go back to our equation that shows the dependence of the period of vibration of the liquid drop, the density, radius, and the surface tension, and now puts these values. So we have that T, so we're going to clean here now. So T from here is K E, this is rho, if we may call it, symbol for density, to the power of A. A here is half. We have R for radius. The B there is 3 upon 2. And C, this is gamma for surface tension. C there is minus 1 upon 2. So going further, we have that period is K, this is root of the density. This is half from the law of indices. So at this point, if you have enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it, and subscribe if you have not, so that you get updated when we post our videos. We post videos on mathematics and sciences and other science related fields. So coming to R here, so from the law of indices again, we know that this is square root of, so this is square root of R to the power of 3. square root of r to the power of 3. So that is what this thing means. This means, you see, this means 3 times 1 upon 2. So this signifies square root. So this is r to the power of minus 1 upon 2. So we can write it as 1 upon r, that is gamma. This is gamma for surface tension, sorry, raised to the power of half, in this case, law of indices. So that we have now that this is t, we have k, this is root of density. We can combine these two. This is density, this is reduced to the power of 3, and of course this is square root of the what? Square root of the surface tension. So we can now go further to write that T equals, we can now go further to write that T equals, this is the dimensionless constant, square root of, to take care of this and this is density reduced to the power of 3, and this is a surface tension, which we represented with gamma. You will now see the dependence of the period of vibration of a liquid drop to these what? Quantities. So what is the dependence? That it varies as the square root of this, the density reduced to the power of 3, and the surface tension. So if you have enjoyed this video, as I've said before, give it a like and share it with your friends. This is NECO.